Hello everybody, we are back on Bargain Bros. Welcome back, thank you. And today we are talking about how much you can potentially earn, how much I'm looking to earn, and the goals I've got in the weeks and months going forward. So, a little bit of background. I am a full-time long distance courier, and I can make somewhere between £700 to £1,500 a week. But I don't want to continue doing that in the way I'm doing at the moment. I'm spending 5 days on the road doing 15-hour days, sleeping in the back of the van because that's what you've got to do. And I want to have more time at home with my family, and take my career and my life in a slightly different way. So, with that in mind, sorry, I've got a little bit of a cough because I'm getting over COVID. With that in mind, I thought, well, I want to do the reselling thing. I'm starting it as a side hustle, but I want to develop it into more of a full-time thing. I've got to be looking at making £1,000 a week. And that will be sort of the sort of money I'm used to. And with very few expenditures. Well, the one thing about being a long distance courier is you have massive expenditures. Fuel, insurance, the van costs, everything. So I'm looking at making £1,000 a week. That's the sort of the minimum goal. So we're going to go on a little journey. We're going to figure out how much I'm making each week. Every week I do a video. We're going to break down the numbers, and we're going to see if we can hit that mark. First of all, we want to get to £1,000 turnover. Then we want to get to £1,000 profit, and then we want to see how far we can take this and scale it up from being in this little shed, this little journey in this little shed, to hopefully a much bigger operation. So that's the plan. So how am I tackling this? Please leave in the comments. Let me know what you think, if I'm doing it the right thing, and if you've got experience doing this, let me know if it's the right thing. First of all, small items. Sorry, COVID's kicking my ass. Small items, little things. What people are known for reselling, sort of video games, board games, toys, antiques, small things that you send in the post. That's number one. That's my first thing I'm going to be looking at doing. Things like this. I've got hundreds of these games. I'll show you real quick. I've picked all this lot up for 50 quid. I'm thinking it's about £500 to £600 worth of profit here, but let me show you real quick. So I've got all these games down here, loads. I've got loads of toys and stuff in there. This is sort of my pile of death. I've got all this to put on. Look at the cat. All this stuff, which is some really cool stuff in there. So, oh shit, mate, shake your cam, shake your cam. So, that's step one. I'm looking at making money doing this sort of stuff. Now, I reckon if I do it properly, and if I was doing it 5 days a week, it'd a lot easier. But at the moment, I'm doing 1 day a week, and I'm going to look to scale that up. So, I reckon at this moment in time, if I aim for about £300 a week selling this stuff, I'll be in a good position to start, because I'm going to take my wages that I'm making at the moment into the account, and I'm going to hopefully reduce my wages from doing the curry stuff and increase the reselling stuff. But to start, I want to get to about £300 a week doing it, selling this. Step two, big ticket items, furniture, sofas, stuff that you need a storage unit. So I'm going to pass you across to me from earlier today and show you my little storage unit. So this is stage 2 of what I'm trying to do to get the reselling up and running, and I'm looking at doing big ticket items as well. I'm hitting it from many different angles to get to that £1,000 a week. So as you can see, I've got a unit. I've got a load of stuff in the unit, sofas, furniture. I've been picking up furniture relatively cheap, cleaning it up, selling it on. So that's sort of been the plan. As you can see, I've got these sofas at the moment, which I'm just listing at the moment. But these are actually electronic, these chairs. They need electric footstool. So I've got one in the van there. You can see that. One here. These are going to have to go back in the van to my house because I've got to test them. I haven't tested them yet. But I've taken the pictures. I've got it all ready to be listed. I just want to test them, make sure they're working. If they're working, fantastic. Put them online. But let me just flip you around real quick. Let's get, and as you can see, I've got a couple of big sofas here. I've got these lovely green ones. They've got to go on these chairs, and all that over there is actually for the car boot. I've got a lot of car boot stuff there because I want to get rid of some of the stuff that just won't go online. So that's sort of the plan for stage 2 of what I'm doing to get to that £1,000 a week reselling and doing alternative ways of making money. First one is the small stuff, and I've got a couple of other things that I'm looking at to top that up so that we can get to our goal as quickly as possible. So this is going to be interesting. It'll be interesting to see this work. The unit, I've actually got really cheap. It's like £130 a month to rent this. Some places are a lot more expensive, but I live in Norfolk. Everything's a little bit cheaper in Norfolk. So 130 is not a massive overhead. If I can sell a load of sofas, you know, one sofa should be able to cover that cost. And if I can sort of sell a sofa, or I have got some other furniture that's outside actually at the moment, but I have got some other like furniture bits like this. They're like 50 quid, 30 to 50 quid a pop. If I can get rid of some of them and sort of do a sofa a week, or some big furniture, one a week, then that can sort of top up my weekly income. So if I can get like £200 from this sort of stuff a week, that's not bad, is it? That's not bad, but maybe it might be more lucrative. It might fall on its face. We don't know yet. We're just testing it out. Right, so there you have it. We've got the storage unit and we've got the small stuff. I reckon if we can make 200 to 250 from the storage unit, that puts us around 550, but we're way short of our target. But this is what I reckon we can get, the sort of level we can get to within the next 4 weeks. Doing this one day a week. I know it's going to be difficult, and I'm really going to have to crank some numbers out. And bear in mind, today I've been in that storage unit all day. Sorted out. Haven't been able to lift anything because COVID's kicking my ass. But that's what I reckon. So if we can get to about 250 on the storage of the big stuff per week, we can get about 300 for this stuff. I've got loads more stuff I've got to bring from my house to start selling it. Now, the overheads of this is pretty small because I haven't, this is all stuff I've accumulated over years, so I don't know really how much profit I'm making off it. So I'm just assuming it's all profit. That will change when I have to start sourcing and spending my own money to buy stuff to resell. I know that. I'm well aware of that. So there's two things. Now, third of all, obviously YouTube. I do have another YouTube channel, which makes me about £70 a month. Hopefully this YouTube channel will take off a little bit. I can make some money from this one as well. So I'll incorporate that. I'm also looking at doing things like maybe match betting or whatever it's called. Look at that side of it. Not just using eBay, but looking at Amazon arbitrage, doing some affiliate marketing. So all those things I want to bring together to get me to that £1,000 a week money mark. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of hard work. But if I could get myself to a point where it's like I don't have to go and drive 15-hour days in my van. Don't get me wrong, I love my job, but I'm getting on. You know, it takes its toll on its body. I'm away from the family too much. But if I could be here and be at home, and maybe at some point buy a big unit not far from home and have a full-time operation going on, I reckon that'd be fun. So this is me sort of saying that's the goal. And hopefully you lot will come along on the journey with me. And let's see how it's all done. But please, in the comments, if you're a reseller, if you've got a good operation, reach out, talk to me, give me some help, give me some advice. I'm going to make mistakes, and hopefully by me making mistakes, anyone else who sort of follows in these footsteps won't make the same mistakes. And we can have a lot of fun. We can have a lot of fun. Oh, one thing we do have to do today is because I want to show you obviously my sales for the week. One sale last week, I only put like 12 items on eBay, but we sold this very quickly. This is the Battle for Middle-earth PC game. There's money in PC games. I was shocked by this. The reason I'm shocked because you often go to charity shops, and when you look at them where the games are, which there's never really a huge amount, but there's often a lot of PC games going for like 20p because no one wants to buy them. But this went for £8.50 straight off the bat. I've got another couple that are going for good money. I've got all these to get through, and I thought PC games I might get £2-3 for them, but actually some of them go for good money. So we had one sale last week, so far we're on £8.50. I only am what, £991.50 off my goal last week. But then again, I did work. I did about £400. I didn't work a lot because of the COVID and everything, but I did about £400 on my normal job. This week, I don't know how much I'm going to make, but yeah, so we have a goal. We have a direction we're moving in. We've got our first sale. I've got to post this off. I've got all that sorted. Got another couple of items that I'll put on auction just because I wanted to get a feel for how the auction would do, and they're doing okay. So I reckon, yeah, we can make some money here. We can change the way I live, and what I want to eventually get to is to a point where it's like I can be at home pretty much all week round. work the hours I want to work. I work hard. I've been self-employed for a very long time, so getting up and working isn't an issue. But I want to get to a point where it's like, I can live a different lifestyle. I can live at the pace I want to live. If I want to work harder, I can work harder. If I don't want to work as hard, I can sit back and relax and have income coming in from various different sources. And I'm hoping you will come along with this journey with me. So that's the plan. We've got one sale. We're going to sell a lot more stuff. I'm hoping to get my GoPro, find my GoPro because I've lost it, and we can get around some car boots. Actually, the next 2 weekends probably not, because it's Mother's Day next Sunday where our big car boot is, and I promised the wife I'll do something. And the next weekend I should be doing Yorkshire Warrior, which is an adventure course thing. But if this COVID carries on, I don't know how well I'm going to do. Because as you can tell, I'm still coughing. Apparently I'm COVID free. I'm free. I've had tested, but I'm still suffering with my throat. And then yeah, and then we can get some car boots and we can have some fun doing that. So that's the plan. I hope you come along with the journey with me. I've been the big beardy one. You've been awesome, and let's see how it all goes, shall we?